practice finding our slope. This is number 4 on the Find the Slope worksheet that we started yesterday, that we started Wednesday in our Google Meet. So we're going to do one of these together. You're going to then finish the rest of these on your own. You can check the answers. The answers are out in the hallway. And then you're going to work on the second worksheet that has a joke review on it. Again, finding the slope. All right, so let's find our slope from this point. Again, slope is rise over run, and I'm going to use that jump counting along the lines to figure out how to get from one point to the other. So number 4, you're playing along while we're doing this. So for number 4, I'm going to start at one point, and again, I can start at either one of them. It's totally up to you. If I was going to predict what kind of slope this is, it starts on the left and goes down. So I'm really expecting to find a negative slope here. All right, so I'll start up here at this one. So I'm going to start with my rise first. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I counted 5 spaces and I went down. So again, if I look at my axis, these are the negatives that are at the bottom. So this is a -5. So my rise is a -5. Then I want to do my run, and I'm going to start my run here where I left off. So it should be a smooth path to go from one point to the other. So I'm going to count again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I went 5 spaces along my run also. So there's 5. I'm moving to the right. Again, if I look at my axes, I notice that as I go to the right, I'm heading toward the positive numbers. So this should be a +5. All right, let's put my slope together. Again, my slope is rise over run. So my rise is my up and down. So I have a -5. My run is my left to right. So I have a +5 there. So that's my +5 for my run, rise over run. I want to simplify this. A negative divided by a negative is a negative. And 5 divided by 5 simplifies to 1. So I get a -1 for my slope. Negative matches up with what I predicted, that I was going to get a negative slope. And I got a 1. So that's kind of mid-steep as far as my slope goes. All right, so you are going to, again, use our skip counting here. We're kind of jump counting to figure out how far we've traveled for my rise and how far we've traveled for the run. We're going to write that as a fraction. We're going to think about, is it a positive divided by a positive, a negative divided by a negative? If they're the same sign, it's going to be a positive. If there's only one that's a negative, then we put a negative out in front. And if I can simplify my fraction, I'm going to do that also. All right, so you're going to finish the worksheet and check your answers.